Tonight's coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. This defense for the Patriots, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Patriots at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And, partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
New England has found its lead running back, and it's Damian Harris. The Alabama man tied for 2nd in the league with 15 rushing touchdowns and was a game short of 1,000 yards.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Throwing Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They go play action here on first down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about like scouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Then you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort, or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help him a bit.
Yeah, he certainly did, but let's focus on the positive. He made it happen.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Jackson will keep it, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Jackson's going to try the sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Try to pound it in with Ricard. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that the safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Jackson on first down. Man open is Robinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Tyquan Thornton really got the attention of the NFL when he appeared at the Combine and made a run at the Combine record in the 40 with a 4.28 time, the record at 4.22. He can flat out fly, but when you watch his tape, he also runs routes a lot better than he gets credit for. And with speed like that, he's always going to find a home on an NFL field, and that helps him secure a first down.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jones on 1st and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and Really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me... defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now here's another carry for Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd and 5. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And now here's another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.